All right, looks like we're ready to get started. Well, first off, my name is Mike, and I want to thank you very much for taking time in your schedule to view this presentation. Now, since we're going to be talking a little bit about income potential here, I want to make sure you have a realistic expectation. I want to make sure you understand this disclaimer, so I'm going to read it to you. Commission examples are for training purposes only. Actual commissions will vary. No guarantees of income are implied, and you can see our commission PDF for complete details. So now that we got that out of the way, let me introduce myself. I am one of the co-founders of bidpoint, and we are very excited to have you the opportunity to share with you our company and our business solutions and what it means to you and what the potential is for you to become a bidpoint advisor with our company. So let's talk about the reasons you're here. I'm going to jump right into this, and you're going to notice that I will talk fast, but I'm sure you can listen fast. First and foremost, most people are joining our company because they enjoy or they've really gotten excited about the potential for a real residual income. We're talking about the ability to do a little work today and continue to get paid on that work again and again and again, month after month, year after year. And most of the businesses, actually all the services we offer, most of these business services are offered in annual to multi-year contracts. So we're talking about the ability to really create annual residual incomes. You have the ability to work your own hours with who you want and when you want. There are no commission caps. You can earn as little or as much as you choose to do to put forth the effort to do so. There's zero experience necessary. Really, we have some basic training videos that we put you through, help you walk through the process. And you're going to see as I go through this, it's a very simple process of getting started and getting operating as quickly as possible. And real important, there's no investment required. It doesn't cost anything to become a bidpoint advisor with us, and we set you up really, really quickly and have you in business in no time. So let me slow down here and tell you a little bit about what we do. What we do is we help businesses reduce costs on essential services such as energy. That has to do with natural gas and electricity. Waste services, that's trash, make it real simple, trash and recycling. And we're real excited about credit card processing as well. Collectively, all of these businesses combined actually do in the trillions of dollars annually. I mean, it's just insane the money that's in these. And most businesses are being significantly overcharged in most of these areas. And what we do, or what you will be able to do, is help businesses reduce costs in all of these areas. So that's what's really, really exciting. So how do we do it? Well, we are contracted with some of the largest companies in these industries, and we help you leverage your connections, such as your warm market connections, your relationships, with our network of services that we've gone through and done the research and chosen to make sure that we all have a win-win-win scenario. Now, how our simple process works, I'm going to kind of try to slow this down to make sure you completely understand this, but it's really, really a simple process. Once you've signed up for free as a business advisor with our company, we set you up with some training materials and get you up to running and up to speed. What you're going to do is more than likely you already have connections of people that you've thought of that this would be a good process for, a good service for, okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to introduce them to any number of services. You could choose one, you could choose multiples, totally up to you. But I have the 8-second question written here because I'm going to focus only specifically in this example on energy. So let's say you have a friend who owns a pizza place. Let's say it's Pete's Pizza. You went in there to have a bite to eat. Afterwards, you had a little idle chit chat with the owner, which is Pete. And while you're doing that, you say, "Hey, oh, by the way, Pete, I don't know if I could help you or not, but if you'll give me a copy of last month's utility bills, I can actually have them analyzed for free to see if you're being overcharged." It's really that simple. Really, all you're going to do in any of the processes with any of the services we offer is you're going to gather some brief information, literally name, address, phone number kind of stuff. You may get a form, a bill here and there just so we can do a really good analysis. And then you submit that information, and we help you, and that's what our back office is for, help you submit that information to the proper service that we're trying to bid on. And then as the customer, or the client decides that this is something that they'll use, you get paid on it. Okay, so this is that was a Cliff Notes version of the process. We gather some information, submit it to our service people. They do the bidding and the processing and so on, and looking for the best deal, best pricing and so on. And then eventually you get paid on that. Okay, so that's how it works. So let me walk you through a more detailed version of the energy side as an example, just on the energy bid. After you've submitted data to our energy experts, we in fact have relationships with more than 70 plus energy suppliers through our companies, our associations with those service companies. So we can basically create a non-biased quote, true non-biased quote, and have these businesses bid against each other, which is real exciting. You're going to have energy suppliers, just in the energy side example, bid against each other to give your business best pricing, and they can go in there and choose what would work best for them. So it's really, really exciting, and that sets you up for the ability to earn a residual income on the supply or the usage on energy. That's gas, electricity, and so on. Okay, so this kind of example right here, just on the energy side, is similar to what happens with the other processes. So now let's talk about the commissions. I read this to you earlier. You can go ahead and look at it again, but let's talk about how you earn commissions. Specifically in the energy side, is as an advisor, you're going to be paid approximately 50 to 60% commission based upon the supply usage of the energy for the life of that customer's account, and that does include renewals. So if a customer signed a 3-year contract, at the end of that 3 years, we do the same bidding process again, make sure we get them best pricing, and they renew. As long as you're an active associate with our company, you're going to continue to get paid again and again, year after year on that account. Now, the discrepancy between 50 and 60% is we start everybody at a 50% commission rate, and then as you submit a couple deals with, we have a little kind of actual numbers that we try to have people shoot for, we bump you up into a 60%. Now, we do have a lot of people who have submitted deals that are so large that we automatically bump them up to 60%, kind of a little mega account. So you're fully capable of doing that. So if you put one bill in, and it's a pretty good size one, you may even qualify to be at 60% right out of the gates on all of your deals. Now, how that would work, just to give you an example, so you can do some easy math. For every 1,000,000 kilowatts, that would be electricity. That's how they measure, electricity in kilowatts. So for every 1,000,000 kilowatts that a business would use, you're going to earn between $1,200 and $1,500 based on your commission structure. Okay. As an example, if you submitted a large church, we closed that deal for you, and they did $3 million kilowatts in usage. That would be a residual income off of that annual electricity usage between $3,600 and $4,200, based on whatever your commission structure was. How you earn commissions on the waste services. The advisor, as an advisor, you're going to be paid approximately 10% commission on the gross annual savings. Now, we say approximate in this one because sometimes contracts will go anywhere from a year up to as much as 5 years. Some of these will fluctuate a little bit, but we just wanted to give you a rough estimate. And you can see again in the examples, you'll see that in a full PDF if you'd like to get full details, or at any time you can contact us and we'll make sure you get all your questions answered. As an example, property management service. Let's say we did the bidding on it for you, walked through the business and so on that you just helped us make the connection with, and they save $100,000 over a 2-year period. That would earn you approximately $10,000, split up obviously over a 2-year period. So it's real exciting to see the residual commissions on that. And again, understand that any business could choose one service, they could choose multiple, all of the above, and so on. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is a flat fee credit card processing. As an advisor, you're going to be paid approximately $2,000 for every $1,000,000 in sales revenue from credit card processing. This literally positions you to have the ability to earn, if you think about it, commissions, a little bit of commission every time somebody swipes a credit card. That's really, really an exciting thing if you think about it. As an example, a small restaurant that, let's say they only did $300,000 in annual credit card sales, you'd earn $600 on that. Okay, so that's money that you never would have had before, and you really don't have to think about it. It's going to come in month after month, year after year, as long as they're customers. And again, most of these people are signing long-term contracts. Let's say we had an example of a large parking garage or conglomerate of parking garages at $5.5 million in annual sales. That would earn approximately $11,000 annually. So it's real exciting. So let me give you some examples. The only reason I'm going to show you these examples is to make sure that you understand that, just to give you some ideas. And a lot of these examples are things that people have submitted and so on, so you can get excited about that. But I want to show you this right here. I'm going to give you a disclaimer: fictional representation for privacy and marketing purposes. Real life results will vary. No claim of income should be intended or inferred. Okay, so as an example, let's say Teresa from Pennsylvania went out and got a handful of businesses. She bought a little book of business. Total kilowatt usage 13 million. That'd be an $18,490 residual income. Luke from Texas, a couple industrial facilities, an office, a repair shop, mega church, 16 million kilowatts would total an annual income $23,000. Perry from Illinois, 2 municipalities, 6 attorney firms, auto dealership, church, 20 million kilowatts, 27,000 residual income. Eric B., 2 municipalities, 6 attorney firms, and here's a hospital. And I have seen people close hospitals. Yes, hospitals. We're talking gas and electricity on a lot of those. and the amount of money that's paid out on those is pretty significant. You see, that would obviously throw these numbers off a little bit, but that's over $97,000 annual income off of those facilities alone. So we're talking about really building a nice book of business. Here's a combination of a couple municipalities, some waste services, retail stores with credit card processing. If you look at the totals there, $36,000 annual income. Ron K from California, multiple parking facilities spread out throughout the city, $13 million annual credit card billing, $27,000 on that single account for that book of business. Real exciting. Pete from Maryland, waste on a housing units, $55,000. Large restaurant, $2.5 million credit card billing. That's $10,500 residual income. Patricia from Connecticut, a school, 3.9 million kilowatts. That'd be a $5,460 annual residual income. So as you can see, these examples, really what they do is they set you up for the ability to earn some money residually. Here's another one. Josh from South Carolina, waste rental stores. And this gentleman right here was not only a business owner, but he actually is an advisor as well. So and that's an annual commission over a 3-year period. So you can multiply that by 3. So real exciting for the potential there. And you can kind of use your own imagination of all the things that are out there, all the types of businesses out there, the millions of businesses are in the United States alone. So what should you do next? Get with a person either got you to view this presentation, and they'll show you how to fill out an online application, get your information submitted, and we'll get you an account set up really quickly and get trained. Go through some of the basic trainings, learn a little bit about each service. Again, you do not have to be an expert in any of these services. You really have to just become proficient in a couple core tasks. Gathering some information and submitting those deals. That's really what it comes down to. You submit proposals, and most of the heavy lifting is going to be done by our experts in each one of those specific service industries that we're talking about introducing your clients to. And the last thing, not last but not least, and this is real exciting, is we're always looking for more advisors to come on board. And if you refer a person who becomes an advisor with us, we actually pay you an additional 10% commission override on their book of business commission. So if you look at those examples I went through, could you imagine if you referred a handful of those people to our company that built that kind of book of business, and you got a 10% override on those commissions? And again, understand all these services and most of these things are free for the customers. Nothing changes. We're really trying to help businesses here save on money save money on services that are probably being overcharged for, and we do it and we build really great relationships with these customers, and that's why we have such a high retention rate on our customers. So again, thanks again for taking time out of your schedule to view this presentation. My name is Mike, and I want to be one of the first people to welcome you to our team. Thanks again, and we will see you at the top.